Hello there, my name is Richard McMunn from the interview training company passmyinterview.com, and in this tutorial I'm going to teach you how to pass a logistics interview. So it does not matter which job you are being interviewed for within the logistics industry, or if you are being interviewed to become a logistics manager, please do make sure you stick around and watch this tutorial from beginning to end, because I promise to help make you the standout candidate at your interview. And to achieve that goal, this is what I'm going to cover. I'm going to give you essential tips for passing any logistics or logistics manager interview. I will give you a number of tough logistics interview questions to prepare for and also high scoring answers. I will tell you the qualities that you have to demonstrate during your logistics interview to pass, and I will also give you access to additional resources for helping you pass your logistics or logistics manager interview. So there's 4 really good reasons why you should watch this tutorial from beginning to end. Now, before I get into the training, a quick warm welcome to this logistics interview training tutorial. My name is Richard McMunn, that's me there in the center, and I've been helping people for over 20 years now to pass their interviews, and I always do that by giving you genuine, unique, top scoring answers you can't find anywhere else. Please do make sure you hit the subscribe button below the video, and then you won't miss out on any of the weekly training videos I'm uploading. And I would also very much appreciate your support if you gave the video a like. Thank you very much. That tells me you enjoy the content, and I'll spend time creating more for you. Okay, let's get into those logistics interview questions and answers. And the first one I would like you to prepare for is, tell me about yourself and why you want to work in logistics. So when answering this logistics interview question, focus purely on the relevant experience, the skills and the qualities you have that will enable you to perform highly in the role. Here is my suggested answer. I am a positive, driven and professional person who can work effectively both in a team and also on my own. Now, over the years, I have gained plenty of transferable skills that will help me to reach a high level of competency within this logistics role quickly. For example, I can follow processes and systems accurately. I can see the bigger picture. I have excellent communication and problem-solving skills, and I can also adapt to difficult situations and solve problems whilst under pressure. I want to work in logistics because I feel the skills and qualities I have are a perfect fit for the role. I get a lot of job satisfaction from working in logistics, and I fully understand how important it is to work quickly and accurately at all times to ensure your business can achieve its commercial and financial objectives. That is a very strong answer to that first interview question. Tell me about yourself and why you want to work in logistics. Now, you can either pause this video and write down those answers, or if you want to wait, I will tell you where you can download my full set of 27 logistics and logistics manager interview questions and answers. Second question that we need to prepare for: why do you want to work for us within this logistics role? Make sure you carry out some research into their company and find out what makes them successful and also what makes them stand out from their competitors. Here is my suggested answer to the interview question, why do you want to work for us? I'd like to work for you because you have a strong reputation within the industry for always delivering on your promises and also supporting your staff to carry out their duties competently. As you are aware, there are lots of logistics jobs available. However, for me, it is really important to choose my employer carefully because I want to stay with one company in the same role for a long period of time. As I stated in my previous answer, job satisfaction is very important to me, and based on the research I carried out into your company prior to this interview, it is clear you are constantly evolving and developing, whilst at the same time developing and training your staff to be the best they possibly can be. That is a brilliant answer to that question, why do you want to work for our company within this logistics role? Because it shows that you have carried out some research and you have also looked into what makes them as good as they are. The next interview question I want you to prepare for is, what are the core skills needed to work in logistics? So to answer this question correctly, we need to have read the job description. And here's the correct answer to this logistics interview question. There are 8 core skills and qualities you need to work in logistics effectively. These are being able to work at pace whilst also ensuring accuracy. You need good communication skills, as the information you are passing on must be clear, concise and understood. You also need to remain calm under pressure and also be capable of solving problems in a timely manner. You also have to have project management skills, be honest in all that you do, and also be willing to continually learn and improve within the role. Finally, you have to accept that managing stressful situations is all part of the role, and you need to have an understanding of the bigger picture, as your role is only one small part of a much bigger network of people within the logistics workflow. Now, what I particularly like about that answer is you are focusing on a set number of skills and qualities needed to work within logistics, and in this case, it's 8. That shows that you've carried out your research and you had the experience to know what it takes to be successful within a logistics role. Now, don't go anywhere, but when you are ready, if you click that link in the top right-hand corner of the video, it will take you through to my website, passmyinterview.com, where you can download my 27 logistics and logistic manager interview questions and top scoring answers. The next question, though, that we want to prepare for is, what do you think you will like the most about working in logistics, and also what will you dislike? So my advice is to tell them 3 things you will enjoy and 1 thing you will find challenging. But make sure the one challenging thing you give is something that's out of your immediate control. Here's my perfect answer to this question. The things that I will enjoy the most will be doing my part of the logistics process to a very high standard. I've always gained a lot of job satisfaction knowing that the work I do is to a really good standard. The other aspects of logistics I will enjoy will be working as part of a team to complete the logistics process workflow, and also working hard to solve any problems as and when they do arise. I think the only part I would potentially dislike, but at the same time I would rise to the challenge, is when I'm working with an external manufacturer or supplier who does not have the same high standards or sense of urgency as I do. For the logistics process to work seamlessly, everyone within it needs to be fully on board, but obviously that is not always the case. As I say, getting people on board to work at full pace will be a challenge I would rise to and take full responsibility for. Perfect answer to that question. What do you think you will like the most about working in logistics, and also what will you dislike? The next question, tell me what you understand about logistics workflow. So if you want to work in logistics within any role, it's important to have a basic understanding of what logistics workflow is and how it fits in with the bigger picture. Here's my answer. Logistics workflow is essentially the process of how products are manufactured, produced, and then delivered to the consumer or the customer. The production aspect of logistics flow should always correspond with the customer's orders with regard to quality and demand. Now, demand is very much based on seasonal influences, and therefore it is essential you plan ahead using historical data and information based on the products you are supplying. Now, there are many elements to the logistics workflow process, but essentially it will be my role to ensure I carry out my responsibilities effectively to ensure the flow of logistics continues to be smooth, effective, and on time. So that's another great answer that shows you understand exactly the importance of a logistics workflow process. So don't forget, check out my 27 logistics interview questions that are perfect for any role, including logistics manager. Click that link in the top right-hand corner of the video now. It takes you through to my website, passmyinterview.com, and you can have a look at all of the questions, my top 4 tips for passing any logistics interview, and you can also download those answers, which I recommend you do because I promise you they will help to make you the standout candidate. Thank you for watching that logistics interview training tutorial. I hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. I appreciate your support. Thank you very much, and have a brilliant day. Thank you.